cold streets, us two in these streets, diamonds on my feet, caught up in these talks, circling my head top, should've been more cautious, now I got what I wanted, many I've been here before, made it out of 11 more, like my phone cortex, so I can't stop, I want it all, listen up, I'm calling you, I need you to tell the truth, remember when you wanted to, remember that I said what you turn around, eat your greens. When you fight, but you do be clean. Then you come to the bed and you love feel dirty. It's everybody's sweater drops, you're real keen.
It sure does seem repetitive. Feel like I've done this 2 or 3 times already.
Where we gonna go? You're gonna need these calories. Give me a treat to refill these batteries. Then you only them on your knees. There's no better dream. Ooh, they're sneaking up on you. There's nothing you can do. This thing's about to boo.
Shh. Stick his hand in the warm water. Yeah, watch this. That was shit. Dang. Holy. That was cruel, dude.
It's the night of the never-ending intros here on Road Dog Crypto.
It is true, these intros do seem to go on forever. My, I've seen my fill of intros for all YouTube videos tonight here on the Road Dog Crypto Show. Maybe we should spice it up just a little bit until people begin in. I don't know. Maybe we should, just take a look at Bitcoin on the smaller time frame. We could do something like that, couldn't we? That might be interesting.
Well, while we're waiting for the Road Dog crew to figure out their technical difficulties, we will take a look here at Bitcoin just to see what it's doing on the 10-second chart. Because if you didn't know, the whole world can change on a dime on the 10-second chart. The whole future of mankind rests on just how this chart performs. And right now, it's going to hell in a handbasket, just like our world is.
Well, we seem to see Bitcoin taking a little bit of a nosedive here, breaking a trend line, going to follow past the 200 moving average, gave it up like a little snitch, just stitching on all of its friends. Sending it down to the 300 moving average.
Interesting commentary they said there. I did not happen to tell Road Dog that you ate all the chips. That wasn't me.
We repositioned this trend line just to give a little bit of validity to that claim. If price does come down here and find some support there, or a new bag of chips happens to appear, all might be said and forgiven here in the Road Dog Crypto Show Clicko Bowl.
Well, again, I do want to reiterate that I had nothing to do with any chips, but it is fascinating how that trend line does seem to kind of give us a little bit of a hope and possibly some support there.
All I know is that, yes, these moving averages can act as support and maybe Maybe this one will hold, or maybe the price will fall on down, and it looks like it wants to. Come down here and admit the obvious truth that there's no potato chips anymore. And there should be. And that's a problem. And here price comes, testing that level. Will it hold? Will it hold at a 382 Fibonacci? Fibonacci potato chips. For the love of God, can somebody get this man some potato chips? Thank you. And there we go. That's all it took, was just a little acknowledgement of the 382 and a little apology. For the love of all things holy. I think we're ready to turn it over to the real stream, right? Let's see if we can give this a go, man. I don't know. Tried this 2 times and it just locked up. I think it was an update. I think that is out of the way. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for your kindness. Thanks for giving it 3 times to be a charm. It'll probably be a light stream tonight. I doubt that we get a lot of people here. Bitcoin, oh Bitcoin, what you doing, baby? What's going on? Sure, I'm on a 1 hour, so can we start it out on the daily? The daily is trying to bum us out here with a little bit of, well, we'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, before I bring up them line indicators, let me just tell you, we're above the 200 moving average, and we've got a couple of candles up there. I've got a, this is kind of a toppy area, just kind of based on this move here, where we could find rejection. We could also go right up here, too. I would love to see us try to get up just a little higher. And we could. It may not happen today, may not happen tomorrow, could happen into next week. It really could. We've got our 200 moving average here, our 9 moving average. If I move that trend line, you can see his cross bullseye over there. 200 over the 100. This is a nice little boost. It's a nice little start in the right direction there. So bouncing off of this 360 moving average twice over here, and you know we've had a little run-in with it before with a similar situation. Just a reminder, quick reminder, won't spend much time, but that's what saved us last time that we broke the 200 moving average in our little bull run that we had. Just a saying. If history repeats itself, it makes me wonder if, are we going to straight up to the moon? Are we going to 109,000 just like a little rocket ship? Or are we going to have to fight our way every step of the way? Worst case scenario I could think of is if we come down, then we have another double top like we had over here. That would just suck. That'd suck beach balls. Like a oversized walrus. But chances are we might just be in a larger version of this recovery that we did over here back a year ago. Back in August, we lost the 200 moving average. Oh my God, what are we going to do now? Is it too early for the bull market to be over? It felt like, oh my gosh. But you know better, because you know you're going to get above 25,000. Come on, for a bull market? Can you imagine $25,000 Bitcoin? Makes you wish you bought more then, doesn't it? 1 year ago. And have we done in this year? Yeah, Bitcoin's done pretty dang well. A lot better than some altcoins out there, especially lately. But we regained this after that a little amount of time there. How long did it take you? How long did it take you, Bitcoin, for your recovery? That was 63 days. That was about 2 months before we started breaking back above that little guy. How long we been under the water here officially? Oh, about 56 days, thereabouts. Interesting. WD Gann has a lot to say about price and time and the square of price and time. And the time matters more than price is what I was reading today as I was kind of, you know, doing a little research there. Megaphone pattern, 70% chance that it can break to the upside. Wills it? It's got a good chance to, eventually, after it forms a partial decline, which may have been what we did right over here. Well, that official term, partial decline.
indicates that we're about ready. Now, she could get rejected here, come for a lower low. I'm cool with that. She could go up higher, come for a lower low. I'm cool with that. I'm going to say this again. I said it last night. William Delbert Gann, one of the greatest analysts of all times. He says that the most opportune time to get into a trade, basically, I can't get the exact quote, it was the pullback of the change of trend. Now, if this is a downward trend, we're making a higher high. The next higher low that we get in Bitcoin, and on total 3, which is looking exactly like this, the next higher high we can get, which could be a retest of this breakout area, who knows? That's when we stock up. That's when we pile in. That's my game plan. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not telling you what to do. Just telling you what Gann says. You're starting a new trend. That pullback is going to be the most opportune time to make sure that your bags are packed. Some people are telling you to pack them now. I'm telling you, no, don't do it now. You need to be probably paying yourself a little bit now so that you can buy some more then. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I'm doing, what's working for me. It's just my crypto opinion, not financial advice or anything like that. Gosh, no, we're just crypto fans, like to talk about crypto. Shout out to everybody who's hanging out here with me. I think I've given everybody a little bit of time to kind of come back if they are. Let's see if we can pop this chat out. Pop it. Pop it out. Dang, you popped it up. Man, we got the whole party going, don't we? I forgot I had all that stuff on. Alrighty, we got, let's turn you on live chat here. Strega. Do your job, Sean. I know. He's passed out again in the corner. Dream Takes TV, take 3. Let's rock and roll. Yeah, that's it. More cowbell, says Dave. I can help you out. Oh, it's a cowbell. That hurts my head. Shut up, Sean. How you guys doing? How long will this one last? Gosh, I hope longer than the last one. Place your bets. Crypto Cash says, oh, you're back on. I'm taking over on this one by miles. 10 minutes. Crypto's about to pump. Let's go. Let's take a look at Total 3 again. I think Total 3 looked kind of interesting myself. Total 3 is finally, you know, it's recovering this 200 moving average, and I think it's finding support there. What do the Christmas tree candles say? Yeah, we got a little doji candle right above it. I'm so undecided. I don't know what to do. So, you know, Ichimoku Cloud says, I'll buck up, grow a pair, let's go. She's been real kind of touchy lately, Ichimoku. I don't know. Kind of moody. But anyway. They need to come up here to this area, sir. $665 billion area. I think we can still do that, and then we might get the pullback we're looking for. Again, just like what we said, we're confirming a trend. We make a higher high, the next low that we make, and it'll probably break this trend line, and it probably can come down. We might lose. It might look kind of scary, this next pullback that we get. I don't think it's going to happen right now, but I think over the next, I don't know, maybe after the first week of October, because everybody's expecting October to go, ooh, it's October now, baby, let's pile in, and like, we got to crash their hopes and dreams for a minute, or humble them a little bit, and give us a chance to get back in. That's, yeah, you gotta think like the whales. Think like those greedy bastards out there. What can we do to just screw everybody up right now? Let's do that. So yeah, I think we can still get a nice little pump up this week. I think Bitcoin can still get a nice little pump up this week. Shoot for, I hope we can get, if we can get a higher high, that'd be awesome. We could hit 70,000, that target, awesome. If nothing else, the target that I'm looking for is hitting about 66.7. That should be our official higher high from this one, in my personal opinion of analysis. That is the Fibonacci guy that I am riding with. But we got this nice strong trend line, which so far has not broken. When it does, then we know that, hey, here we go. You need to start looking at our short ideas if you're that brave. I'm not really that brave. WD Gann also said the trend is your friend. But definitely, well, I don't know. I can short on margin. It's not quite the same. It's not the same as doing it on perpetuals. But I think we got enough. We're still above the non-moving average, or at least the price is. We're still struggling with it with the candle on the 4 hour. But I think it looks pretty good myself. I would argue this fact with trend lines that if we do come down, that 21 moving average looks like it should hold and we can bounce. And this could be, since we're breaking to the upside of this should be a bearish pattern. I mean, by the technical, you know, it should have broke down through here. It didn't. This can lead to a strong ass move. Pardon my French, but that's the only way. That's the official language. It's yeah, officially strong ass move. Yes, in the textbook, that's how it says. If Bitcoin bounces from here, it shall be a strong ass move
To the upside.
Woo! If you look at it from this side, if you got your W pattern and your double bottomish. What's this over here? We can choose to ignore that if you want to just kind of focus in on this picture, but this idea right here, boom, support lines, and you got two wicks right there giving it support. Looks like, look, that's the Batman thing. You remember the Batgirl thing? We dumped after that little guy. Wasn't that fun? Look, we're back to where we were and then some. All that, man, this was a great time to stock up right there. It really was. I did a little bit, but I didn't on Bitcoin. I wish I'd done it on Bitcoin, but I was like, I got to be conservative on Bitcoin. But this next load that we get will be a different story, because then the trend will be confirmed and I'll take more of a chance on that. Come on, baby. Let's do it. Higher high, higher low. I want that higher low. Now the question is it going to happen soon, or are we going to go higher than this? So I don't know, man. Either one's good. It would probably be better if we could get above this one right here, to be honest with you. Be healthier for price if we could. That way, our next higher low, well, I mean, if we don't, let me put it this way, if we don't get higher than this one, we still are in danger of making a lower low than this. So it would be safer if we did get up here, higher high. And that way our real lower low probably be a little bit lower than where we are. Maybe about back where we are, really, if you think about it. It would come back and that would be your retest of your double bottom. As far as price structure goes, that makes a lot of sense. Let's see if there's a possibility of it working out with Elliott theory here. Where'd you go, Elliott? Oh my gosh, Sean, did you erase Elliott? We gotta pull up Elliott again. So I like to use this for a second opinion with Elliott wave chart pattern. Elliott agrees. Oh my gosh, we rarely ever see things eye to eye. Ladies, but Elliott went off the deep end. Elliott thinks we're going to 77,000, right? 76,000 right now. Elliott, you're so bullish. What the hell's wrong with you? Let's zoom out. You still think that? Man, Elliott says we're getting ready to rock and roll, dude. He bullish as F. Bullish as F. Elliott. Elliott on home. Elliott says this was the 3, this was our 4, and then our 5 is coming in about 78,000, possibly up to 96,000. Well, do tell, Elliott. All right. Honey, you want to blast us? I'm cool with that. I am ready for number to go up, for real, for real. I just think that, you know, we are still in a downtrend until we make a higher high and a higher low. And, you know, we just got the first start, and I will be taking that next lower low because I'm risky that way. But if we don't go higher, I would like to see higher and come back. I can't imagine us just bumping up. Well, we didn't bump up there from down here, did we? It's been kind of a rocky road. Interesting thing with Elliott Wave there. All right, Elliott. Go, baby. It's your birthday. That plays out well with the bigger pattern that we've got here and everything, that we could go up and we would be breaking out of it soon. We need to, and it goes well with the Wyckoff thing, with this being a spring. So And it goes well with our 4-year plan, our 4-year cycle. Hey man, it's about time for us to start getting out of this zone and really start rocking and rolling for Bitcoin. And what's that going to do for the altcoins? Are they ready to rock and roll too? Elliot, are you going to be as nice to this one? Oh gosh darn it, you don't have a 5-way for altcoins, do you? You got an ABC correction going on. That means they get to start all over, I think, with baby waves. So, like, Bitcoin starts stealing the show, and then altcoins have got to just kind of start edging up just a little. I mean, in short, Bitcoin can still be outperforming altcoins, in short. Just throwing that idea out there. All right, so we got Strega, DP, Justin Crypto Faces live right now in the long. I don't blame him. Gordon Elliott could be a nice long. Hey, there's Linda. How's it going, Linda? Justin Crispo says KRC 20 memes on Casper making me rich. Go for it, brother. Live the dream. Linda says, I wish Casper would do something. Crypto Bezos is talking crap about Casper. Huh. Pumping to the new moon. 10-2, then retrace? I believe so, Linda, I do. I wasn't keeping up with the moon, but I do agree with that time frame for other reasons. So we might have some confluence going on right there. I got some spooky stuff. Yeah. I think the second week of October could be, I don't know. I'm getting some, I'm making plans to buy things at a discount. I lost everything. I lost it. Where'd we go? Here we are. Where'd the chat go? There we are. Dream Tanks TV, that's right. We're about to pump it up. I believe we can pump up. And then I believe there's going to be a nice retracement. And I'm getting ready for that retracement. My goal right now is not to build my bag. My goal right now is to start taking little bits of profit. Still not too much. Not too much. Let's take a look at some altcoins. Here's some that have been kind of bouncy lately. I'm not in this one, but I'm seeing this one pop up, so I want to take a look. It's called Carrot. Let's look at it on the daily. Huh. What are you doing, Carrot? You're at resistance right now, Carrot. Well, the only 2 points that matter to me, personally. Well, gosh darn it, I guess we know. Yeah, okay, we'll throw it in there. These 2 little points. Get off of here, man. Oh, go. So, there may be a pullback here at about 51 cents, but I'm not saying we're going to go straight up. We're at an area of resistance right now. We should do a canyon draw in here. Should get a pullback, however deep it goes. Could go back to 51 cents or something. We're at 63 right now. And then eventually start coming up here to about 80 and then to 90 on this one. So this one might be an interesting trader coin. I don't know much about the project or itself, but as a trader coin, there might be something if you wait for a pullback. I'm not seeing any good reason to jump in right now at the moment. But if you're already in it too, but that's pretty good gains though. If we do come back down to these areas to get up there at 66 cents. Another one is Chain Flip. That one's been doing pretty well today. Where are you, Chain Flip? Flip it! Chain Flippers Anonymous. She has had a interesting, rough way to go here. Oh look, she's going to the moon! Flags! Flags suck. I gotta quit imitating people and leaving their stuff on there too. That's not normally something I would do. I'm not a flag, not much of a flag person. Flag chasers get burned, especially on that last one. Woo! All right, so $2.63 could be on the radar for chain clip. Nice rounding shape here, accumulation zone going on. It's at 134 right now, and she could get up to $6.750. This one might be an interesting midterm hold, something like that. If it's $1.34 right now, not bad. And she could get cheaper here over the next little bit, sometime over this next month. But wow, look at that, 342%, 475%, something like that. Let's look at GFI, gold defense, see how it's doing. Oh, here we go. It's me and personal chats. We had trade set up, which looks like she got from a breakout. She got stopped at. I've got the crazy risk to reward ratio. So GFI. Oh, I think that's what we're looking for too, a breakout. And then she had a lackluster one. That sucks, but so GFI, it looks like it's in a little bit of a slow accumulation. Yeah, just right under that. Was that 260? Yeah, that's the magic line we got to clear there. 260, not too far away from it. How about that Dogecoin, huh? How about that Dogecoin? Look at that. Starting to get up to the daily 200 moving average there. That's coming in at 13.5 cents. We're right at 13 cents right now at Doge. Not long ago, it was around 9.5 cents. There's like, Doge sucks, man. Doge ain't never gonna do anything. I should just sell out now, man, before she goes down any lower. Crypto's a scam, man. But she bounced off the 800, the 600, and recovered the 300 moving average, headed to the 200. She will get a pullback. I would say she will come back to about 11 cents, maybe in the higher 10 cent area, 10.8, 10.9, somewhere through there. We'll know as soon as she tops out there. If you want to kind of guesstimate, I guess we could do this. And 618 is coming in at 10.5 cents from just where we are now. If we go up here, and still about 10.6 cents, somewhere through there, sweet spot to try to get her. If she gets a little bit of a pull it backy, most of these falling wedge type, any kind of breakouts like this, slanted like that, does have a really good chance to come back to that breakout price, or possibly sometimes even lower, like we just saw in the last one. They get a breakout and then it's a failed breakout in my terms, or a lackluster breakout, and they just kind of go sideways. That can happen. Doesn't mean it's going to happen here, but it can. You also got this trend line here with Doge on the daily, suggesting that, man, we come back right there. And that one says more than 11 cents would be the target to watch. That's 100 daily moving average. Looks juicy. XRP gonna take over the world. It's at 61 cents right now. You have to zoom out on this one because it's got a very hairy, fuzzy chart. XRP is in the mood for Halloween. We're doing the ever exclusive Wizard of Oz, Wicked Witch of the West pattern. Now, I don't need to tell you that this one's got a lot of flying monkeys and a lot of the sparks and wizards and all that stuff. It's a very impressive pattern.
I'll get you. And your little beauty.
Perfect time for Halloween. Perfect timing. Give it up. Give it up. XRP. You know how to... You just know how to impact crypto. Lawsuit and everything, and now the witch's hat right at Halloween. It's like, how did you plan all this out ahead of time? Here you go. The logistics is just amazing for what you guys are accomplishing. So XRP needs guys. Take two. XRP needs to get above 68 cents for us to really get on board with any hope of a nice little train to the upside. I mean, she's done it before, right? Back in the day, a time or two. She gets on a tear and she can go up really hot and heavy and fast and just throws it on you all at once, but like hardly ever does it. And you're like, huh. She's facing some resistance right here, man. Right now. She breaks up above that. What is this, about 63? And then I think we got something going on. You could look at another little trend line coming in right over here showing that same resistance. So however you want to look at it. This one is the one I'm looking at because that tells me she's breaking back above that trend line. This could be a screw this move. We want to start looking at $1.12. Well, her last parabolic squeeze up got us to 92 cents. I guess to be conservative, we could put that one up there. We should retest that area. Personally, I think she could probably do more. Oh, that pin up, squeezed up anxiety right there, finally getting a real release. I think these other two targets are definitely worth a shooting for. $0.92, 112. Could you believe it? If we get above this trend line, if we break above this trend line, we're gonna make this sucker big and fat and red. And if we get a candle close above it, I expect a nice strong move that can start taking us up there. Look. The witch's hat. Harry Potter hat. That's what it is. Harry. You really wanted to be a Slytherin. How about that CKB? I know we were talking last night, and I said, "Hey CKB, hey man, you've been down on your luck lately. You feel like you look to think you got better times are coming. You feel like going up, going for a walk, maybe?" I said, "Yeah, I think I will." So she was blasted through my targets because these were shorter term targets, I guess. Let's zoom out. I don't have time. Oh, we're on the weekly. Wait a minute. You look better on the daily. Or look way over here. I don't know. Oh look, she went down here. We nailed it. It's been a long time since I looked at this little guy. Let's see what we got going on. Maybe we're above a 200 moving average on the daily for CKB. Too high to buy right now, but if you bought down here, oh, you're happy. If you've just been following the simple trend line strategy, and I know it's probably kind of bumpy over here, kind of weird. It is, it's kind of weird, but you got some touches, right? You know, candle body as best as you can do. Technically, you'd be right there. It had a lackluster breakout and came back down and then went off, made a double bottom. Could have been looking at that double bottom scenario there. Any place through here about a penny, and now she's at 1.8, so doesn't sound like much until you realize, oh shoot, I'm buying really cheap, and that's it says it's like 100% gains there. They're like, oh, that was my I could have doubled my money right there. Like, yeah, these little cheapy cheapers, when they're around a penny or below a penny, and they can get up to 2 or 3 cents. Yeah, that's some big money. These little tiny coins can make you some big gains if you catch them at the right times, like the bottoms where we were just at. Here's a resistance area. She can come back to 14 cents there. 1.4 cents. 2.6 is the sweet spot. 2.6 sweet spot to 3.1. Imagine if she comes back down here to this area, 1.4 cents, and then she fights her way over the next, I don't know, month or so. Could be. Or in the daily, yeah, it could take a month for this to happen and play out. It could take 6 weeks for this to play out. And then come up here for 80% gains, 0.026.
Teeth possible.
I would say this would be a great spot to be taking the profits, as this could also turn into a double toppy top and then come down here, which is what we're hoping for, so we can buy cheaper if we're trying to get into it. I'm just talking out my butt right now. Here's one we look at a lot. This was one of my little babies I picked out when she was nice and very cheap, so I follow her now. She got cheaper again, not as cheap as when I got it though, but pretty nice, pretty nice. What's this area right here we're flirting around with? This 153. I think I have 190. The area that we got is 149. In other words, we're breaking out of this little bargain zone. We've completed this double bottom scenario here. We got above the belt line. I'm not going to go through that lecture again. Measure move takes us to 180. We got our next Fibonacci target at 197. Getting in at this anywhere now around 136 or lower would be a bargain. She was hanging around, you know, $1. And she's been as high as $4. We're looking for her to start going around 236, 274, 275 from where she is now. Over time, it will take time, but she's still got a little breakout of this falling wedgie to do. Seriously, we're gonna get back to $3 before long. Probably pretty quick. When she gets it going, that would give you moonbug territory if you wait till 3:30. Look, she got going back in February and she just kept it going. Little ups and downs. Got to 290, fell back to 190. That was a great buy. And then she shot up to $4, so interesting one to play there. Breaking out of a falling wedgie? Not yet, hasn't worked out yet. You would be front running and buying at a very risky plot right now, but depends on how you look at it, I guess. Justin Crypto says Solana is built on Rust, and that's what Caspa is, so devs can easily come over from Solana, bullish AF. Gary gave us fun, said Justin Crypto. Kinda want to play it now. Dogecoin is about to melt faces. Dogecoin looks interesting. Elon been tweeting about Doge. Has he? Cool. Hey, Disclosure Crypto. How's it going, my man? So a lot of them, oh, it's over here. A lot of the meme coins are still having a little bit of fun. One of my little plays, and I mean, it's not very well known about, but it's called Motion. And I've mentioned it here a few times, and when she's down at the bottom, I put a couple $100 after a little bit more than that in two separate accounts, and I've taken some profits, which got up here because, gosh, that almost wasn't quite enough to moonbag me, but it was pretty dang good. So I took a lot of profits there, and put just a little bit back in when we were down on one of these most recent pumps, probably here. Here we're back up again. I don't know. It's so tiny that the little moves are actually quite a lot. That's what I'm finding so interesting about this, and I'm like, I wasn't planning on holding it for a while. I was thinking I'll just, double my money real quick on it or something like that, because I believe it can do that. But I'm starting to look and seeing what the gains are on this, and I'm like, man, I mean, just to get up here, that's a 3x. So you figure about, $200-300, and that turns to $1,000 pretty quickly if that happens. And that's not even getting up to where she was over the summer. And I'm like, So I'm going to moonbag this little guy as soon as I get the chance and let this little baby run. Crypto disclosure after a month. I'm here again with a Gary request. I've been seeing Gary pop up a lot more. Let's take a look at it. I've been seeing it pop up like on crypto.com and things like that. Sometimes I look at their list and everything. I see it. It looks like it's been doing better. Okay, what has it done? Oh Lord, I got lots of lines over. Why you got so many lines? I don't need this many lines. Were these all the levels that we watched it go down or something? She did go down. She made a lower low, but now she's trying to recover that. That's kind of a big deal. I was going to erase things and look at things, but we got it. I want to fine tune this guy. So we're trying to recover this area here. What is that, about 0.0095? We're at 0.0089, so we're getting there. I don't know if she'll do it on her first attempt there. That's some good signs going on. But we get past this area, then it's going to start looking a little bit more interesting there. I mean, as low as this one is too. I mean, look right up to get back up here to where we were in June. 100%. So I mean, there's some 200% gains. Eventually, I mean, it's got a double bottom pattern that's possibly forming here, possibly is, and it would recover all this 3-4x from here. It likes to spike up real quick. Not one that I want to play, but then some people, you know, get this as rewards for whatever the social network and things like that, and you just build up a bag of it, keep up with it, so you know when to sell it and things like that. And yeah, there'll be some better profit-taking opportunities for real. They're at the very, very bottom, so this is the place to hold on to it for a while, in my personal opinion. This is Dog with Hat, also making a nice little comeback there. Is that our target? Oh my god, that is crazy. 238 right there. I don't have any energy. Are these the targets that we put down that would be great to get this one in? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I haven't looked at this chart in a while. From here, and she could get a pullback and retest this $2 area. 309 and 350 are, they're coming, not quite yet, but they can be coming. Maybe she can break through here. That would be bullish AF. If money flow goes green, she might want to do it, but I would expect her to pull back from here. Who knows? If it flips green, we might be going for 3. Disclosure Crypto, Mr. Deep Voice, mate. Hey, appreciate that. We got Sui. I say Sui. A lot of people say Sui. Sui is actually Chinese for water, which is their logo, so I assume it's Sui. Some other people do too. I'm not liking what I'm getting here. Time to zoom out. 9:26, lots of Sui news and high prior to 10-1 cliffs. Yeah, there's a big token unlock coming for Sui. Not getting talked about a lot, and it's supposed to be, you know, one of the bigger token unlocks for it. It's supposed to be like 33% of the supply or something crazy. I don't know. Might want to keep up with that if you're big into Sui. But a lot of hype, but just know this is not sustainable. It broke out of the pattern and did the parabolic move. Exactly as predicted. And when that happens, and she should be coming to some tops on there. And every level I've got, that level I've got right there on Sui is, she's at her 786 area. Is that a wick? Let's go down to that wick there. So she's approaching that area, but she could go all the way up here to about $2 now. That 886 area, she could still go on up before she rolls over, but that should be about the top for this move here. And then we should roll over probably back to about 130, 125, something like that for Sui, and that would be a sweet spot to add to a bag. Right now, these are the areas that people need to be starting to think about taking profit. In my personal opinion, it's not like, well, it's going to keep on going till we're $3. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't really happen exactly that way, especially after this right now. And they got to do something more like this. They get the run-ups and then they get the run-downs. And that's what we're wanting. Another rundown. Probably retest this trend line would be the first place. So maybe to 143, see if that holds. Strike a mean mug at me. Oh no. We also got Pepe. Doing pretty good. Pretty good. I've got a target that I want to erase all this stuff. We broke that, retested. Now we got a bottom. We got new stuff going on. Now we got trend lines we can play with. You're gonna play them trend lines all the time. You can identify the channel that we're kind of in, and then you can identify that, hey man, we're probably coming up here to about the 14.5 cent area. Let's see if we got a fib that corresponds with that. Do's we? We do. The 786er right there coming in. And then of course we all know that the 618 is gonna be a little pit stop if nothing else. I got a decimal, 4 zeros, and 1287. Then I got 1479 as the nice one to try to shoot for there with Pepe. Don't know that we will get it one straight up move. Probably will not. We'll probably come up. We could probably get this one right here at 1287. Then come back and retest about the 1017 area ish. 200 moving area average is down at 5 zeros and 937. So nice move out of Pepe. 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 So you could look at this as a breakout. It definitely is of a channel, and you got to measure move just from that idea. You got channels within channels. You got patterns within channels. You got all double bottoms and bottom patterns, continuation patterns, top patterns. It can get as complicated as you want to make it. It can be as simple as you want to make it. I think it's simpler just to look at channels and to look at the triangles, because all these are patterns squeeze into triangles, and just being notable, you know, have a notable what your typical bottoming patterns are and your typical topping patterns, just your basics. And got plenty to work with. We got all the other ideas coming in with any indicators you use, any tools that you use. Projection here at the 50% Fibonacci right there. Looks like she wants to keep on going. I'm saying 1287 looks like she is on the menu here. Measure move for this, just measure straight down. Put that there, and it says, yeah, honey, I think we're going right up there. It says 1315. Let's see who wins. Does the measure move win, or does the Fibonacci win, man? Who's going to nail it? Stop talking about nailing stuff. You got something against carpenters, man? Oh. Just cause it's a late night show don't mean we can't talk about carpentry and joinery, man. Neon EVM, oh baby, you at the bottom, so at least you're starting to regain this level. 37 cents. That's a degen buy. Can she get back to $2? I don't know. Maybe if she does, it's a 4 or 5x, but woo, I'm just gonna. You look rough. Didn't get past 75 cents to be out of the discount zone. There's Mog over, I guess, on Bybit. Nice move there. Looky there. Nice little double bottom. So you know we're headed right back up here. I mean, just as a given for that. But on the meantime, we short term, we'd be heading toward here. We got to come right back up here just to retest that top, confirm a possible double bottom. I'm sure there's other price action going on over here. I don't know. I'm just assuming. Making an ass out of you and me, but that's very level there. So you do have a channel idea, meaning that you're top of this channel. Should you want to be, visually specific here, would be right up here at the top. So that would make a great little target as well. And we got that's a lot of zeros. That is 5 zeros, 1812. We're at 1598 right now. At a resistance area, a known resistance area, but we're trying to go parabolic because we lost our trend line. We took off from the left. We went from here Then we went here, and now we're trying to, yeah, we're in the midst of a parabolic strong move. So we could get up here to 1812-ish or the 2108-ish even. It could get stronger from the daily chart here. Ichimoku Cloud says we about in the areas where we need to start settling down a little bit. So maybe just up to here before a little bit of a pullback. Maybe. Strega says, I'm just having to be patient. What are you having to be patient for, Strega? Did I miss something? Did I miss a coin or something? What else can we take a look at here? Let's take a look at ICP. Goodness gracious, what kind of mess have we got here? This is on Binance. Sean! Did you mess up this rejection a little bit over here at this 360 moving average? Which is at 970 right now. Look, she hit the target. 990-ish. She can pull back to about 918, 920. Maybe a little bit lower, that would be cool. Double bottom, belt line, neckline often gets retested there and then bounces on up and does its little thingy thing. That's what we want to see it do, if it does anything at all. When you zoom out, remember we came from a falling wedgie and got some nice targets up at $15. $17 could be happening if you just wait on ICP. That's where we want to head. Retesting these areas soon here, about 1084. Little support resistance. Flip his area right here, right around 11. $10.5, $11. So that'll be interesting to see if it breaks on through or gets caught up in these areas. It's like $11, $12 is going to be a hard place for it to. Could get stuck there for a little while again. But she ain't $7, she ain't $8 no more. She's getting on up there. With crypto, yeah, we gotta be patient. I'm feeling better. I mean, my portfolio is looking better now. I'm seeing the recovery. I mean, there were some liquidations that did. I mean, it kind of affected me. I'm like, am I going to recover from this? I mean, that was some of my favorite bags there. With some little risky behavior. Comes down to being too greedy at the wrong time if you really be honest with yourself. But it's making a nice recovery, and so kind of reallocating things. I wanting to narrow down all these altcoins I've got and kind of get more specific. And hopefully, as altcoins go up and we get like a little mini altcoin season that we're kind of in right now a little bit, that's what we need to do. We need to look at Bitcoin dominance, and we already looked at total 3. Bitcoin dominance we're here in a 618 area. That's kind of a key area. Looks like she might keep coming down a little bit. Moving averages suggest that. Okay, so we drew this trend line. Now, we could interpret this as a trap, a bull trap idea that could give us a stronger move to the downside. That would be cool. I'm not sure if I go with that. Ichimoku Cloud says, baby, I'm about to fake you out. I'm about to ready to send this one rocking it to the moon. So Ichimoku Cloud is really looking kind of bullish right now. Oh, their indicators look like if we bounce here for Bitcoin dominance, then more attention goes back to Bitcoin. That kind of hurts our altcoins a little bit. She might be in a rising wedge formation. I don't know, but she definitely is in a breakout for Bitcoin dominance, which to me seems to say Bitcoin dominance can go a lot higher than I think a lot of us are giving it credit for right now. And in a market that is a match with altcoins, I think that says a lot. So the global adoption of Bitcoin would have to be massive to compete with all the altcoins we got out in this space. So I think we're going to see a lot out of Bitcoin, really. I really do. I don't think we can yet fathom what we will see Bitcoin do. We'll look back and say, man, I wish I bought more Bitcoin. For real, for real. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for being patient. We looked at some coins there, did the ones that we saw in the chat, but I'm going to go ahead and call it a night and be back again tomorrow. Bitcoin has just been hanging sideways. That's typically good for our altcoins when that happens, so it's not bad. It tells us that retail is not here on the weekends to just pump our bag, so we're not fully back yet. So this is still all the big boys at play, pushing price up during the week, leaving us hanging during the weekends to do whatever. It's kind of them filling us out and the way us filling them out too. So we know that they're kind of in charge, just the ETFs and everything. We also know that 6 months into the halving, which is coming right around the corner, that we will get the squeeze on Bitcoin, and that's when supply and demand kind of catch up with each other, and there's got to be a reaction, and this number go up big. So I've been saying it, I will say it one more time, this next pullback we get out of Bitcoin and altcoins, the next bigger pullback we get, it'll be coming soon, don't know when. I would say within the next week we should start seeing some effects of that. Bitcoin will reach its toppy tops that it's going to get for now because it's been going up hot. We'll pull back. In my personal opinion, that will be the time. And that a WD can. That will be the time to start packing our bags, and I'm looking forward to it. So right now, I'm collecting that dry powder, so to speak. Some of that naughty stable coin as much as I can. And getting ready for that upcoming pullback that will be coming. While everybody's saying, no, we're going to 77 now. Maybe. Okay, we can, but still, that pullback be coming. So guys, see you tomorrow night. Trade carefully. Make that money and life-changing money in crypto. God bless you.